Hey there, YouTube. This is Dan the Friendly Fat Guy coming to you from my car again, which is, of course, cool. Just after leaving out from having a nice dinner with my fiance and my mom for her birthday. You know, sometimes when you're a big guy, you stand out. Actually, pretty much all the time. When you're a big guy, you stand out. And for me, I'm not just a big guy, I am like a big guy also. Not only am I the friendly fat guy, I'm also the very tall friendly fat guy, clocking in at about 6'7". So regardless of what room I go into, I always stand out like a sore thumb. And truthfully, I'm used to it. Unfortunately, it feels like I'm a little jaded about it, but I'm used to people staring at me. I'm used to little kids looking and being like, holy crap, is that a human? And people, whispering and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it takes a whole different level. We were walking into this restaurant and we jump in and get seated, and it's pretty cool. It didn't take very long. It's a good place. They've got good food. And we get into the table we're going to, and, we're figuring out where everybody's going to sit. And I notice all of a sudden this guy at the next table, older gentleman, probably in his, mid 50s to early 60s, something like that. He is just giving me this awful death stare, right? And I mean, like, holy crap. Like, he's giving me this look like, how dare you, you fat SOB, ruin my dinner, blah, 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 by sitting at the table next to me. All said with his eyes and the look of disgust on his face. And, his, I assume, wife was there with him. And, she was given a similar look, but not to the same extent. It probably wasn't going to bother her too much after I sat down. But for him, you could tell, like, the whole time he just kept looking over and kind of huffing under his breath. And, forgive me for saying this, but dude, get over it. I mean, I am there. We both have similar taste, apparently. We picked an outstanding restaurant that we both liked. The food was really good. I assume yours was just as good as mine was. Who knows? Maybe we would have gotten along if you would have bothered to take a moment and say hello, or hi, or my name's Bob, or whatever his name is. And I will cop to the fact that I was a little frustrated, a little angry when I sat down. I said to my fiance, I said, if that guy doesn't stop giving the death stare to me over here, I'm going to have to get up and say something. And, it was kind of funny at the time, but then when I thought about it more, it occurred to me, I should have just said something to the guy. Not something mean, just said, hey, I'm Dan. What's your name? You never know when you're going to make a friend, and I did drop the ball a little bit on that one, because I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt and give them the opportunity to be their best selves to me, despite what they see on the front end. But this particular situation, we're out for my mom's birthday. It's not about me. I just kind of let it go. I will say, though, if I really ruined your evening, dude out there, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to be sorry for who I am. Who I am at this moment is who I am, and I can't change that. Now, can I fix things for myself going forward? Sure. But can I change anything I've done up until this point? No. The person that I am right now is who I am, and nothing in this universe can make a difference with that. But if I was so much of a hindrance on him just by being, just by being alive and in his space, that's a problem, people. That's a problem we really need to address. The minute that we start judging books by their covers is the minute that we stop reading them. And the minute we start judging people by how they look on the outside is the minute we stop getting to know people. And the minute that we start to shut off from the world. You can call me anything you want to. Like I said, with the name of my channel, my moniker here is the Friendly Fat Guy, and that's true. I'm a big guy, but that doesn't mean I'm not human, that I'm not intelligent and articulate. That doesn't mean that I'm not a person. Doesn't mean that I don't have feelings and that I don't care. If anything, I care a lot. And it's one of the reasons I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do here. I want to be able to share the experiences that I have with other people so we can raise the level of how people act. I mean, seriously, dude, this little dude at the restaurant, how would your mama feel if she saw you acting that way? That's kind of what I always put it to the mama test. If your mama would be embarrassed by the way you acted, then maybe you should do something different. All of those people out there, and there's so many, that are different from how we are. And, it doesn't matter whether they're tall or short or fat or skinny. I know people, unfortunately, that whenever they get around somebody of a different race, they have the same reaction. I mean, my God, people, we all bleed the same color. It doesn't matter, what our outsides look like. We all bleed red. We're all human beings, and we all have, feelings and souls. So I really, I want to reach out to everybody out there and say, it doesn't matter if people stare at you when you go into a restaurant. It doesn't matter if they stare at you when you walk by on the street. You know what? If they don't say anything to you, and if they don't try to reach out and find out who you are, it is their freaking loss, man. I tell you what, this guy will never know what a cool cat he missed out on getting to know just by saying something other than like he did. And you know what? That's his loss, man. That's no sweat off of my back. And when I look at it like that, I realize that it's probably a good thing I didn't say anything to that cat, because he already made his choice. But I encourage you, next time you see somebody that you wouldn't otherwise look at, or you might stare at, look past whatever it is that you think you see, and look at the person who's standing there in front of you and say something to him, for God's sakes. Say hello. Ask him, hey, do you come here often? Say, oh, that's a nice table there right by mine. Say something, but don't just act like, there's something wrong with them and you're superior. Because at the end of the day, people, we live, we love, we die. We're all the same. And so we need to learn from that and learn from each other to make our experience the best possible. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off so we can get on to what we're doing. Take care, everybody. This is the Friendly Fat Guy Dan signing off.